Sasquatch. Sasquatch. Sasquatch is an alleged ape-like creature, mostly sighted in the forests located near the Pacific Northwestern region of North America. He is normally described as a large, hairy, human-like creature. The question is Sasquatch real?
Do you believe in Bigfoot?
No.
No, I don't.
Yeah, definitely. Like, my uncle saw Bigfoot when he was in the Himalayan mountains.
Oh my god, mine too.
I think they were on a trip together.
Oh my god.
No.
Weird.
I interviewed them on what they thought of the Sasquatch.
From what you see and hear of Bigfoot, can you describe him for me?
You know, big, hairy.
Kind of Chewbacca-like guy, 8 feet tall, hairy.
So kind of like a gorilla.
Yeah.
Why is Bigfoot one of the most famous mysteries of all time?
Probably because the media blew it farce.
Because he's big.
It's just really unsure on whether it exists. And, you know, there's all these sightings, so it never really goes away. It's kind of like timeless.
Yeah.
If the general consensus believes Sasquatch to be fake, why is he brought up time and time again by the media if no one really believes? Unless he's real.
It's one of the most famous home movies ever made, taken more than 25 years ago by an amateur photographer named John Patterson. A huge, hairy, human-like beast walking upright through the Northern California forest. Bigfoot? Many believe it was.
The video you just witnessed was taken by amateur photographer Roger Patterson. All kinds of Sasquatch videos. Bring out my comfy clothes and little snack foods like chips. That reminds me. Once I went camping in the West, out there in Vancouver and such, with a couple of buds, just hanging out, camping, and I brought a bag of ketchup chips with me, and the next day they disappeared. Yeah, so it makes you think. Is Sasquatch real? That's what led me to my investigations. This is a documentary, so I'm just gonna get back to the information. Okay. Alright. Just, gotta get my script out. Alright. In 1924, Fred Beck claimed he was attacked by a group of 8 men. They threw sticks, rocks at their cabin, and they even tried to break in. They later named that canyon Ape Canyon. That's right. But there are no monkeys in there. So they meant Sasquatch. They just said ape. In 1941, Janine Chapman and her children in Ruby Creek, British Columbia, were attacked by Sasquatch in their own house. In their own house. They said he was roughly around 7.5 feet tall. Pretty big. He left huge footprints. That's why his other name is Bigfoot. He's got a big, really big foot. I don't even have to tell you this one, maybe except for the date, but Roger Patterson, 1967, most famous video of all time. It's almost as good as Avatar, almost. So it's not really famous, but it's pretty close to Avatar. Avatar was sick. Saw that with Kai and Harley, fellow media studies classmates. In 1992, Paul Freeman, for those that you don't know, was a nobody. A nobody. Who's Paul Freeman? I didn't know. Well, I did some research, and it turns out he found a video equivalent to Roger Patterson's. Out of the blue, it's become one of the most famous Sasquatch videos of all time.
There have been thousands of Bigfoot sightings, but why was this the only film, the only image the world had of the beast? Well, we're about to see a remarkable new video, shot just weeks ago.
Oh, God. There's two of them, I guess.
Paul Freeman told us about his private tape, a tape he at first was reluctant to reveal. Now he agreed to show us. We weren't prepared for what we saw. A huge, hairy, human-like beast walking upright through the forest. An image incredibly similar to the Patterson film shot 26 years before. And Bigfoot tracker Freeman had an equally incredible story to go along with it. It began one morning in August, Freeman said. He had taken his video camera to a watering hole where he said he often found tracks.
Yeah, it looks like they've been here. I just walked around to where the spring runs into the pond, and there were tracks in the mud, and still muddy. It hadn't even settled yet, so I said, gee, Christmas, one's already been here. It just must have run out of here.
Freeman said he followed the fresh tracks, and then he saw it.
I hear the brush popping and stuff. Oh, there he goes.
Although the camera doesn't seem to catch it, Freeman says he spotted two of the creatures.
Well, the big one I first filmed looked like it was about 7.5, 8 feet tall and weighed 700 pounds. And then I lost it in the bush, and I was looking with my camera, and I seen this little one that's coming right at me. Oh, God. There's two of them, I guess.
Freeman says the animals went into the timber. He followed.
And that's whenever they started making all their noise. They scream just like a cougar screaming, but man, it makes the ground shake.
Then Freeman says he hid in a ditch.
I was like a little 5-year-old. I was crying, and I asked the man upstairs, I said, hey, if you let me get out of here alive, I'll never bother these critters again, and I'm not going to.
There are doubters who still say Bigfoot is a myth, like National Forest Ranger Rod Johnson.
As many people as we have out, I find it kind of strange that only one or two people are the only ones that ever see it.
Yes, there are a lot of doubters of Sasquatch like Rod Johnson. But unlike Paul Freeman's, Patterson has been given scientific approval by scientists. I'm going to show you a clip just about an archaeologist who says Patterson's video is real.
Patterson's is real.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Grover Krantz, anthropology teacher, has a lot of scientific background, and he approves Patterson's film. This concludes my documentary, and remember, this is my last thing to say. Don't let the media be the judge. You be the judge on whether Sasquatch is real or fake. Matthew Cullen, signing off.